discussed how to save a single record, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what if we save, if you want to save multiple records at a time? Okay, so this kind of example, where we can take from, any of the e-commerce sites. Like, let's say if you have Flipkart. So Flipkart, in the cart, we try to add many items at a time, right? We can add 10 items also. So on the submit, it has to generate invoice, send it to us, and at the same time, these 10 items will be saved in database. Okay.
Yes.
So on a single button, these 10 items are saved. So, or else if for onboarding formalities or any job purpose, if many people has come, so at the time they have to save multiple records at same time. Okay, they don't create each work object for each one. Okay, so for that, what we can do is how we can do this saving part. Everything we can see. Okay, so before getting into that. Okay, yesterday we discussed this. So let's take a simple example saying that. Okay, so yesterday we discussed this, right? So
Yes.
how the single page is converting to this one, and later we are changing this one. Okay,
Yes.
so this right now, okay, so holding the single page values won't work. Okay, so what will happen? We try to save multiple records at a time, right? So
Yes.
at that time, maintaining this single page, okay, it won't work.
Mhm.
So for that, what we have to have is a page list. Okay, it's kind of a page list where it will hold multiple values at a time. Okay, so page now the page will not work. We have to go for page list. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So like this, we can have a. Let me paste this. Okay.
Okay.
So initial we have a page. So this page, we can enter only name, DOB, salary, amount, anything. So we can enter only once. Okay. If you want to, after save, after submit, if you want to re-enter them again and again. Okay. So this page won't open, right? Unless until you create a new work object, this page will not open. So for that, what we can do is, okay, in a single entry only, we can have, like this. Okay, so if this is the format, it can hold multiple records at a time, right? Okay,
Okay.
so this format, how we're going to see in Pega, now we will see. Okay, how we're going to do. So this one is looking like a single entry, but it holds multiple values, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll see how this is gonna work in Python. Okay. So for that, what we have to do first. So I'm coming to data model. So yeah, these salary, mobile, full name, and all these are all single page values. Okay. So this won't work. For that, what we have to do is we have to create a page list. Okay, we have a concept called page list here. I'm creating a new property here. Okay, called user. I'm creating a new property. Okay, coming to this text, change it to page list. Okay, just come to change. Okay, data type we are changing. We are changing from single value to data page list. So where we can have a group of properties for this main property. So for that, we can involve this Amazon iPhone user info. Okay, I'll just show you how it look like. Then you will come to know. You got it?
Yes.
So this is the user. Under user, we have amount, DOB, mobile, and name. So we can refer user and we can hold it multiple values under this. Okay. So I'll just show you in even in section also. So then we can come to know user details. You can take either new section or you can use in the same. Okay, both the ways it will be possible. Okay, let's take in the same. Okay, now I have to take repeating layout. So dynamic layout is for single purpose. So repeating layout for multiple purpose, under which we have many. So please take grid. So grid is looking like this. Pass the source for user. We have three sources. Okay, report definition, database, and property. So we have to use the property right now. What is our property? User. Submit it. And here I can take this one. Okay. Name. Okay. I have to add one more column. One, two, three. Three more columns are there. So we can give labels also, just for identification. Here we can pass the label. You can give anything here. It's just a dummy, just for placeholder to enter the text area. Okay, I have given like this. So for this, what will happen? Okay, each time you enter the details, okay, a row will be adding here. Okay, when I add item, a row will be adding here. Okay, so like that, number of rows we can add. So whereas coming to this one, okay, full name, DOB, and these are all. So we can't add multiple rows or multiple entries. We can't add here. So at the time we can add only one record. So but whereas here you can hold multiple values at a time. Okay. So I'll just show you while run after running the flow also. So how it look like and so since we use the same section, right? We can run the same flow and see. One second, I what was change in the repeating grid layout properties operations. I have to give edit row operations instead of none. We have to give inline. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so this will come like this. If I add one more item, I can add like this. Something wrong with this. Definitely, add one more. Okay. So we are adding okay 3 4 records at a time, right? So we'll see in the clipboard how it look like. Okay, we selected C34. So we cannot see them in the page. Okay, we call it as a page list, right? So it is under PY workpage user. Okay, it is under PY workpage user. Okay, just expand the user. Now you can see okay these 4 records. Okay, first one you can see the SRK and these are the values. Second is just empty. We removed that. So third is like this, and fourth is like. So now we can see the look and feel of this one, right?
Yes.
Diagram. Yes. Okay. So this is not like a page. This is like a grid. There is a grid. Index 1, these are the value. Index 2, this is the value. Index 3, this is the value. Index 4, this is the value. Okay. So like user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. Like this. Okay. So this is how it will maintain the records, right? So now we will see how to save these records. Okay. So the only difference between a single page, multiple single record and multiple record is the difference between a page and a book. Okay, what is the difference between a page and book is a page will have only one set of representation. What is there in that page, okay, is only available. What if it is a book? If it is a book means it's collective pages and it will have a page number and the book name. Okay, so same thing like this. It will have a collective pages like user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the page name and py work page is the book name. Okay, so let's create an activity to save these records. So yesterday what we have done, we have created a new page for the database class. Okay, and we have done a property set from one page to another page, this page, and the page will be saved, right?
Yes.
Same thing, we'll do in a different way. See, this is not a single record, right? It's a multiple records. So we have to maintain that pattern. Whatever is there in the clipboard, same pattern we have to maintain. I'm just giving save multi page name. Okay. I'm just doing a save as. Okay, this is similar, right? So here, if I come, I'll get a save as option. Okay. I'll just give like save multi. Page name is save multi. Okay. We'll have to replace this with save multi. Okay. I created a multi data. Second thing is, if I do property set in the same way what we have done yesterday, will it work? It won't work because it's not a single entry, right? So yesterday, if I want to refer this, what I called py workpage dot name.
Yes.
If I want to refer the particular field, my syntax is py workpage dot name.
Name.
But if I see this, will it work? Py workpage dot name means
No.
which index name it will take, either 1 or 2, 3 or 4. So it won't take, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this list name is user. Okay. This is under py workpage. Okay. Under which we have user, right? So this is the user list. This is the user list. User list is under py workpage, right? So now earlier what happened? So this is straightforward py workpage dot name. But now if you want to refer this, you have to give py workpage dot user dot index one name. Okay, if you want to refer the first one.
Okay.
Okay. So then you have to refer like this. I'll maintain the py workpage dot user dot name. If I give like this, so system will not understand which one it is. It's for first one, second one, or third one, or fourth one. Then I have to do for I have to give the index is one,
Index.
like, okay. If it is second time, py workpage. So I like that I can give the 4 records. If it is second time, py workpage dot user, okay, to
Work page.
dot name. Okay. So I have to follow this. Okay. So what if I have only 3? Okay, then I have to give only 3. What if it is only 4? What if it is only 10? Then we don't have any idea like how user will enter these records at runtime, right? He may enter 3, he may enter 10, or he may enter 20. Okay, we don't have any clarity on that, right?
Yes.
So for that, then how can we pass these details? This is the question, right? So till now you understood the representation, right?
Yes.
How we have to refer them from user perspective. So now what we can do is, so we have to loop this cycle. You have to loop this step. Okay, it doesn't matter how many times it will loop. Okay, so user can be given only 5 records or 10 records. It doesn't matter. Okay, so based on the index list, it will loop. And here we have to give py workpage dot user. So indexes are in user only, right? Py workpage dot user. Okay. So if I have the in under this I have 4, right? So it will rotate 4 times. Okay. It will loop for 4 times. So the index is 1, 2, 3, 4 of user index lies in py workpage dot user, right? So then it will loop for 4 times. Then I have to take out this. Main DOB here we have given amount. Okay, now you understood.
Yes.
Py workbase dot user dot name. Py workbase dot user dot dob. Py workbase dot user dot mobile. But we thought of giving this index also, right? This one, index two, right?
Yes. Yes.
That it will take at the time of loop. If it is looping for first time, py workbase dot user index one dot name. Py workbase dot user index one dot dob. If it is looping for third time, okay, then py workpage dot user index 3 dot name. Okay, so like that, system will take the representation. So to show you in the tracer, you'll come to know very clear. Okay, even if you have still if you have any doubt. So I'm just converting to my created save multi-page I've created. Right, I'm just converting. So this one you have to give a save multi, right? OBJ save. So if I do this step like this, okay, what will happen? It will store only the last record. Why? Because it will set each and every time. Okay, if it set the record for first time it holds the save multi will hold the first time. If I have fourth time loop, fourth time as well, I have only fourth time record in the save multi. It won't take multiple records. So for that, what we can do is we have to create 2.1 step 2.1. I have to create, or I just created 3 also, right? So I
Yeah.
have to create move it like this. You'll get a plus symbol. then it will become 2.1. Okay, so whenever the loop come inside, okay, it will do
And
property
save
set
act.
first. I'm sorry.
No, go. Sorry.
Yeah, it will come to two steps. Step number 2, it will do property set, and immediately it will execute 2.1. Immediately it will save.
And again, it goes back to loop. Is that right?
Yes. Again, it goes back to second step. Again, property set. Again, second index. It will do
Second.
property set. Yeah. So then again it will. Okay. So how it will become, right? First time this index, this piece, right? This piece will run. So this will save. And again second piece will run. This will save. Third time this will run. It will save. Fourth time it will run. It will save. So that is how it look like and save the record. Okay. So let's see in the tracer. You'll come to know very quickly. Okay, how the background is looking like and everything we can see. But same multi we have to pass it to flow action, right? Earlier we have uh, save single record, right? So we have to
Right.
replace that with the save multi. So we have to replace this with save multi. So we have these values. Forget about this. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. So now our job is to enter this and test. Okay, so let's trace this. We have given like this. So now I'm submitting.
See,
Let's
as
see in
it's a
trace.
loop now, okay.
Uh,
As it's a
yeah.
loop, it can take more than 4 records, right? Like as long as there is a loop running.
Yeah, it will take a number of records. There is
Okay.
no, it's a dynamic, so it's not a problem. So if you see the tracer now, okay, initially what happened? It created a new save multi and entered into first time looped into user one, right?
Yes.
And it done a property set and save multi. So, okay, we can see the what is the first time value. Okay, so I've given a name a and 1000. Okay, so immediately it executed 2.1, right?
Mm.
So 2.1 is saved. What if I don't take given in the 2.1? Okay, so it will loop 4 times. What is the fourth value? Then only it will save. It won't save the 1, 2, 3 records. So that is the reason we have to pass this within the 2. That means 2.1. So it went to first record and saved. It came back to 2.0. If you observe here, from 2.1 to 2.0, it came back again. So it started with index 2. py workpage dot user 2, and again it done a property set and save. So it ends to 2.0. So again started with user 3. It ends here. User 4 ends. So how many entries that we pass, it loops based on that entry. Okay. If we pass only three times it loops. Okay. So we can see in the database also how it looks like. User info. Records. You can see right A, B, C, D. At a time we save these records. Yesterday we have only A, B, C.
Yes.
Okay. So this is how we're gonna do this. Okay. So yesterday I told you right, instead of activity, I can, instead of in flow action, I can mention in flow also. So we'll see that how to give flow. You have any doubt till now, Raghu?
No, no, no.
You're clear, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take out from this. Okay, I'll take out from flow action. So Amity says we can have n number of ways to do in Pega. Okay, so we'll take the nearest way and complete the task. Okay, so but I'll tell you in both the ways. Okay, depends on scope that you'll get in future. You have to use that method. Okay, let's take I have a one more shape in the flow called utility. Okay, so utility is known for passing the activity within the flow. Okay? So just link to this one and link to end shape. Okay, just align them horizontally, right? So in order to refer the activity in utility, right? So we have to make this activity type as utility. Come to security and make this as a utility. Okay. So what I have done, instead of using them in the flow action, I am just using it in the flow. That's it. Save multi. Okay. So I didn't pass this here. Okay. And nothing is there on the post processing. Nothing is there. If you observe. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's execute this flow. We'll see whether it starts saving or not. Right? Okay. Now I'll clear this everything and we'll see. Again, it will it will run again. I will give only two records. Okay. Let's see how it will perform. Hmm. Okay. Let's assume that we have these records. So now how many times it loops?
2 times.
Only two times. Good. So we are tracing anyway. So let's submit this and see. So how many times, as we discussed, it looped only two times, right? So this is how you have to see in the tracer before going to while unit testing. This is how we have to see. You have to see in the tracer. You have to see in the clipboard how it look like and everything. You have to take precautions before unit test. So now our job is in 36. Okay, and let's take we have the values or not in the user first. We have only two, right? This is dynamic. How many times you mention, this will measure the same, right? You can see E record, F record. Yeah. So let's see in the database also. Okay, I'm coming here and refresh. Just a second. It takes some time. Okay, you can see E and F, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. So we can pass directly in the flow using utility shape, or else you can get the activity in the flow action. Both the ways it will work. So if we do this in utility, one shape will be added in the flow. Okay. So directly instead of that, you can directly give in the flow action as well. That's it for today class. We'll see tomorrow how to open records. Okay.
Okay.
Till now we have seen how to save, right? So now we can
Yeah.
see how to open
Okay.
record. Okay. Single record or multiple records at a time. We can see tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So any doubts so far, Raghu?
No.
Okay. Eduardo, did you join?
Yes, I joined this last minute. You started a little earlier today.
No, actually, this is scheduled at 6 a.m. IST.
But only so today's class lasted only for 15 minutes.
No, we have started at 6 p.m. IST, the 6 a.m. IST. That's what I'm telling.
Oh,
So that's how the class is going on. And the second thing is regarding the timings.
I want to know not just how does it work, but why they implemented that. What is the problem that it solves?
Yes. Yeah, the same I explained here, but yeah, I'll just tell you now also. Okay. Let's take the inheritances, like we have this inheritance path. This is the organization. MS is the organization. Okay. IND is the division. Sales is my application. Under this we have a work where we are configuring. Okay. So if I have, okay, I can create under IND, okay, I can create a one more application. Like instead of sales, I can create a one more application like procurement.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Yes, yes. So, okay, for this, the common rules are like name, full name, or whatever it could be, right? The full name or business logics, whatever it could be, might be common for the both applications, right? So for that, what I can do, I can create those properties or section, whatever it could be. I can create under MS, and the same thing can be referred here. Okay, let's take. I'm coming to image, right? Okay, I don't have anything under image, right? I'm just creating a property,
Okay.
data model, and property. So I'll give like what is a common? So email. Okay, let's assume that I'm passing this. Okay, I'm storing it under image only. Create and open. Email is a text. If I refresh
So
this,
if I'm sorry, if I am understanding it well, you are saying that this feature of pattern inheritance is only used to structure the to make some kind of tree structure, so you said to reuse to allow reusing
yes,
the
yes,
components.
yes.
Okay, so
So what?
that's the only reason it exists. It does not exist for solving any other problem. It's just structuring your application.
Yes, we are structuring our application. One thing is the common rules are whatever we are using, we have to create in the top layer and reuse for the below layers. Okay, that is the one thing, reusability. And second thing is, if your count is increasing, okay, let's take your email address is there. Email address under which you have under the sales, instead of sales, you might have a 10 application under the same organization. Okay, so the email address, whatever the property email address is there, so you have to create under these 10 applications, right? So your count is coming down from 10 to 1. Okay, rule count is coming from 10 to 1. So in that way, it will increase the performance of application. Okay, so instead of creating 10 rules, you're creating just one rule. So the memory will be saved and the performance will not be affected.
Okay, I get it now. I remembered when you said that in the lesson before. But so the reason is only about that you can only reuse something that has been defined on a higher level.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but it means that you need to follow some best practices when you design your application.
Exactly.
And there
So
is
this
there,
is the
for
best
instance,
practice.
if you started designing your application and you realize that you are duplicating some rules, is it possible to refactor your application in order to eliminate, for instance, all 10 duplications and make it only once at a higher level?
By mistake, suppose by mistake we have created a list of rules in application. Later you want to have it in the top layer. So what? Yeah, you have to do the refactoring of deleting the rules and moving them to the top layer, either it is division or organization layer.
Okay. Instead, what regarding the direct inheritance?
So direct inheritance is within Pega. So we have a default classes like work, data, or embedded. We have many classes. Okay. So directly we can reuse the Pega OOTB rules, out of the box rules. Let's say work. Okay, work or work cover. So under which I have many. Okay, this is a direct inheritance, under which I have many activities or many data, comes to properties or whatever it could be. Okay, it could be field value, whatever it could be. I have many of these. Okay, so these items which is coming from work or work cover. Okay, so I can use directly in my application. Whatever Pega is supporting, okay, directly I can use them. So that is a direct.
Okay. Okay. So
Pattern is,
you don't need to structure it in a way because you are using direct inheritance.
yes, yes. So first it will follow the pattern, then it will come to directed. Okay. So what Pega will do, while running the flow, it will check first MS IND sales. Okay. Work. Let's take this is one. So while running, okay. So let's take email address I have given, right? So email address in the image I have given. So just now before. So what will happen? First, it will while running the flow. First, it will check we have that email address in the work. So it is not there because we referred from MS. So again, it will check in the sales layer. It won't be there. Again, it will check in the IND layer. It won't be there. Again, it will check in the AMZ layer. So then we found the email address. Then system found the email address. What if something we have used from work? Okay. So what if I used from work dash? Let's take I want to use PX covered count property or PYID property I want to use. Okay. Then PYID is none of these classes. Okay. PY count is none of these classes. What system will do? First, it will perform the pattern inheritance. It did not find anything. Then it will go to directed inheritance in Pega. Okay, that is at the rate base class or work dash cover dash. It will start taking in the data inheritance, which is nothing but work dash. This is directed and this is pattern. First, it will follow pattern.
Okay. Is there any way? Is there any way through the trace tool to see that he is trying to do this? He's following this looking paths.
No, because that's a rule resolution algorithm. It's a backend algorithm. Okay, that it follow. So
Okay.
first it will check in the pattern, then it will go to directed.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I think I am understanding, but it would be great if you can show some example in the future.
Yep. Yeah. I'll definitely.
I mean, running example.
Yeah, definitely. I'll show you. Let me discuss with the rule resolution concept a bit later. Okay, not now. So at that time we can discuss it clearly.
Great. Thank you very much.
Sure. So
It's actually about the timing.